Hey everyone, welcome back to AI Gen Education channel. Now let us continue with the chapter plants. Last time we were in the shoot system and we were done with leaves. Now let us get into the flowers. Okay, so flowers are the fascinating structures, right? They are very attractive, and this is the part of the plant that makes the plant actually attractive, right? So what are the major characteristics of a flower? Symmetry, right? Symmetry means when you cut it at some place, the two parts will be almost of the same structure. Okay, for fourth grade that's enough actually. As far as flowers are concerned, you can say that they are radically symmetric and bilaterally symmetric, but I don't think all those will be of any use for you kids, fourth grade kids. It would become too much. Okay, so and about the color and scent. With this color and scent, this helps in the pollination. Okay, this helps in the pollination. And about the varied pollination mechanisms, it's like there are so many mechanisms the flowers have in order to help in the pollination, right? It's like it includes usage of wind, insects and birds and water, and through all this the pollination happens. Okay, and now this is a flower, right? And these are so many parts you can see in a flower. Have you ever wondered, like, you will have these many parts in a small flower? We keep just playing with the flowers and use a flower, but do you know it has these many parts? Yes. See, now sepals. What are these? Sepals. Okay, this green thing, these are sepals. And what does the sepal do? Every part, you first have to remember this thing. Every part will have its own functions and its own peculiarity, and you should be aware of all these. Okay, so sepals. Now sepals are the outermost parts of the flower. What are these? Outermost parts of the flower. They are usually green and leaf-like and form the calyx. Now see this calyx. This one I have included for your Olympiads. Okay, so all the sepals put together is called as calyx, and the primary function is to protect the flower bud before it opens. So there is the flower bud. The flower bud before it opens will be protected by this calyx. Okay, all the sepals put together is called as calyx. Okay, now about the petals. These are the petals. Okay, kids always play with these, right? Right. Petals are often colorful and are found inside the calyx. They make up the corolla. So, as I said, how the sepals are put together to be called as calyx. In the same manner, petals together is called as corolla. Okay, and are usually designed to attract pollinators. With their bright colors and sometimes sweet fragrance, right? What are all the pollinators? Okay, the insects, the bees, whichever help in pollination are called as pollinators. Okay, so in order to attract these pollinators, the bright colors and the little sweet fragrance of the petals, that will be helpful. The arrangement and number of petals can vary widely among the different species. This you know, right? So I can tell you at this point of time, maybe one Olympiad question may be like sepals match, like sepals correspond to what? Calyx. Okay, and petals correspond to corolla. Okay, they may ask you like if this combination is correct, or they may change the combination and may ask you that what is the right thing. So you will have to be aware of these terms, calyx, corolla. Okay, and about the stamens. Okay, where are the stamens? First just check the stamen. This is the stamen, right? So stamen means, you can say that that's the collective term used for anther and filament. I'll put it here, see. This is the anther and this is the filament. Okay. They are collectively called as stamens. Stamens, what are stamens? Stamens are the male reproductive parts of a flower. Now again Olympiad question, right? What are the male reproductive parts of a flower? They are called as stamens. They'll ask, is it pistil? The pistil are the female reproductive parts of a flower. So you will have to learn this also, right? And each stamen consists of what? Didn't I say that? Anther, the pollen producing part. Okay. And filament, the slender stalk that supports the anther, right? You see, anther is like this, and this has to be supported, right? It should be connected to the flower, and it should be supported, and this part is called as filament. It positions the anther to facilitate pollen transfer, right? So the pollen are produced here, and these has to be transferred, and so this helps in placing the anther at the correct position so that the transfer will be possible. Okay. Now next comes is pistil or carpel, right? What did I say? Pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower. Again Olympiad question, right? And it typically consists of stigma. It means the sticky surface at the top of the pistil that captures the pollen. Okay, see, this is the pistil. Okay, this part. See, this is stigma, style and ovary. Okay, this part is the ovary. And this is stigma and this is style. Stigma, style and ovary, right? Now, it is often, which one is often located at the tip of the style? The tip of the style here, this one, stigma. Stigma is often located at the tip of the style and it is sticky, right? Now, another question, okay? They may ask you like, which part of the flower is sticky? You have to say that it's stigma, right? Next, style. Style again, it's like a tube-like structure that connects the stigma to the ovary. See, this is the main part of the flower, okay? Ovary. Ovary has ovules, eggs, okay? Ovules are also called as eggs. Now, the pollen will fall here and through this style, the pollen will get into the ovary, okay, and combine with the eggs, okay. So this is the style and this is stigma. The style is the tube-like structure that connects the stigma to the ovary. It serves as the pathway for the pollen to reach the ovules. I already told you, right? Ovary has ovules. Ovules are also called as eggs. Now this is the ovary. The enlarged base of the pistil that contains ovules, the eggs, okay. So it contains the eggs. After fertilization, fertilization is a process wherein the pollen will combine with eggs, okay. The ovary develop into what? Fruit, and the ovules become seeds. See how good the nature is, right? So after fertilization, what happens? The ovary develops into, this is the ovary, right? Here this structure is the ovary, okay. This ovary develops into what? It will become fruit and the ovules inside will become seeds. Next, ovules. Ovules are found inside the ovary. They are structures that develop into seeds after fertilization, right? And this one, receptacle. The receptacle is the thickened part of the stem where the flower parts are attached. Okay, this part is called as receptacle. See, there should be some point which should hold the flower tight, right? So this is the thickened part of the stem and it will hold the flower. It supports the flower and connects it to the plant. But see, you don't get confused with receptacle to pedicle, okay? Pedicle is different. Pedicle is the stalk that supports the flower. It connects the flower to the rest of the plant. This part is called as the pedicle. Pedicle, it means that it is the stalk that supports the flower. It connects to the rest of the plant. See, imagine this is the plant, okay? Okay, this is the plant and the flower holds like this, right? So this part is called as pedicle. But what is receptacle? Receptacle is this part. Okay, pedicle attached, pedicle and flower get this point, this meeting point is called as receptacle, and this is pedicle. And I have already mentioned peduncle, right? What is this? If there are many flowers attached, okay, then it is called as peduncle. If there is a single flower, then it is pedicle. Okay, and the other important term about a flower is nectar. Sugary fluid that attracts the pollinators is called as nectar. Okay. Next topic is fruits. Mature ovary of a flowering plant turns to a fruit and play a crucial role in the plant's reproductive process. They are designed to protect seeds and aid in their dispersal. Okay. In the last slide, I hope you remember, right? So I told you that after the pollen reaches the ovary, okay, this ovary becomes fruit, right? And what happens to these seeds? What happens to these ovules? Sorry, ovules. Ovules will become seeds, right? So these two play a crucial role in the reproductive process. Why reproductive process means a plant giving rise to another plant. Simple, right? Okay, this process is called as reproductive process. Okay, in this process the fruits and seeds have major role to play. Okay, so what are the functions of the fruits? Protection. Fruits protect the seeds during development and maturity, right? So you can find seeds in the fruit, so automatically you can understand that the fruits are protecting the seeds that are inside. Okay, dispersal. Many fruits have adaptations for seed dispersal, such as eaten by animals, floating on water, or being carried by the wind, right? So these seeds, until and unless these seeds get into the soil, how can another plant grow, right? So this fruit will have some mechanisms for the seeds dispersal. Okay, so many fruits have different adaptations. Some will be eaten by animals and some will be floating on water and carried by wind and many other things. And also we all eat fruits. Why do we all eat fruits? Because they provide us nutrition, many nutritional benefits. We get so many vitamins. Okay, see, like if you eat orange, what will you get? You will get vitamin C. And also guava, you will get C vitamin, right? And so many other minerals too, not only vitamins. We will get minerals and vitamins from the fruits. Okay, so these are very important. They give us protection against the diseases. Okay, so you all have to eat fruits, at least one serving per day. Okay, now seeds. From seeds grows what? New plants, and this process is called as germination. Okay, seeds growing into new plants is called as germination. Okay, next, seed coat. Seed coat will be a bit hard. Okay, that protects the embryo and endosperm from damage and also contains stored nutrients that provide energy for the embryo during germination and early growth. Remember one thing, this embryo and endosperm, okay, these I have included for Olympiads. Okay, for your academics maybe this won't be of much use for you, but seed has embryo and endosperm. Okay, remember this is very important. Okay, now we are done with seeds, right? Next, stems. What are stems? Stems are the vital plant structures that provide support, transport nutrients and facilitate growth. We all know, right? We all know stems. Stems, what does they do? They will provide support. First thing, support. And they transport nutrients from where? From the soil, right? The roots will absorb water and nutrients and this will be carried to the other parts of the plant through the stem. Okay, and they facilitate growth. So what are the functions of the stems? Support. They support leaves, flowers and fruits. Transport. So what do they transport? Water, nutrients and food between the roots and the rest of the plant. Okay, and when it comes to transport, I can add a few things. I'm not sure, but you can understand at this level. Like in the grade 4, maybe you will feel that it to be a bit more, but it's better to have a heads up. Okay. So what does the STEM also do is that they have, for the transportations, they will have some structures called as vascular tissues. Okay, vascular tissues, and with this, in this there are xylem, phloem. What are those? Xylem and phloem. Okay, so it's like the phloem. What does it do? The sugars that are prepared in the leaves, right, they will be transported to the other parts of the plants. And xylem, what does it do? The waters and minerals from roots are taken to the other parts of the plants. Okay, and about the support, apart from this, what the stems does is it also, like you all know, right, for the photosynthesis we want the light, right? So to maximize the capture of photosynthesis, the stems are very useful, right? So it's like maximize the capture of light. What does it mean? Means that with the stem makes the plant to grow, like to reach certain height, right? So when it is high enough, it will be able to capture more light. With more light, more photosynthesis, and with more photosynthesis, more food for the plant, and with more food for the plant will become more strong, right? So that, and apart from that, growth, help in the growth of the plant. Okay, about growth too, I can say one point, but it's as I said, it's just heads up for your higher classes. I don't think it will be any. See, meristematic tissues, these help. Okay, meristematic tissues help with the growth of the stem, and you can study in detail in higher classes about it. Okay, I'm just mentioning this because maybe in Olympiads we won't know, right? So, and about the storage, some stems also store some nutrients and water. Those are the potatoes. Okay, now another thing I want to say is the other topic is storage of food. I'll just do this and I'll close this session. I know that it is too long for you. Okay, storage of food. So storage of food, see, it may happen at root level, it may happen at stem level, it may happen at leaves level. Okay, it may happen at seeds level, and it may also happen at fruits level. Okay, so at the root level, okay, it's like carrot, beetroot, and radish. Okay, all these roots will store the food. So it depends upon the plants. What I'm saying is, for a plant, for some plants root will hold the food, for some plants stem will hold the food, like that. Okay, so for the plants where stem holds the food, potato and sugarcane. What is it? Potato and sugarcane. And about the leaves, cabbage and spinach. All these you can easily remember, no problem with it, right? So seeds, beans, corn, and all these are the storehouse of food. Okay, and fruits, you all know, right? We eat apple, banana, all this. Okay, so with this we are done with the structure of the plants. Okay, in the next part we will see into the next items. Okay, thank you kids.